wire that we ran through to that.
Breaker 19.
Come on, let's just keep ranching.
We're bringing back a boy and his lamb right now.
10-4. Y'all take it easy and we'll see you on the other side. Keep ranching out. Well, hello there guys. I'm coming to you from the shop again, and today I'm going to do something that's I think is fun and interesting. Hopefully you find it fun and interesting too, but I will start this video by saying this is not a sponsored video. That I'm not getting paid to do this. I just thought these things were cool, and we got to talking with the people that manufacture them. They're like, hey, we're going to send you some radios to put in, and if you like them, tell people about them. If you don't, no big deal. So I haven't even got to try the radios. I'm going to just I'm going to put them in because I know I'm going to like them. I've talked to 2 or 3 people that's got them, and everybody seems to really enjoy them. So here we go. Let me show you what we're working with today. So at the NCBA meeting, National Cattlemen's Beef Association meeting, we actually, I take that back, at the AFBF convention, the American Farm Bureau convention, we stopped by the Midland booth. It was right by the stage that Eric and I spoke on, and got to talking with the people, and it turns out the lady that's in charge of maybe their marketing and stuff, I don't know, she's from Waco, which isn't far from us. So we got to talking, and we had to jump on stage. We never finished it, and then afterwards she reached out and said, hey, we'd really like to send y'all some radios and see what you think about them, because here on our place we've got a couple of spots that are dead spots. And what I mean by dead spots, I mean that, man, that is terrible. Would that be better if we close that? I'm trying to get rid of these black lines. I don't know if that's the natural light or if it's just the lights from the... I think that's better. I may end up having to turn the fan on, but I think that's a little bit better. So anyways, she's like, hey, I want to send y'all some radios. If you like them, try them. You know, just let me know what you think about them. So I'm going to try them. They sent us actually 3 different kinds of radios. So we got a couple of these handheld radios like this that you can, let's see if I can set y'all down without you falling. They've got a plug where you can just plug it in and power it directly, or like Erica's going to set one of these by her desk in the house, and you can it's just got a little docking station. You set it in and keeps it charged. That's got a USB and a, or I don't know, USB, I don't know what those are. So we got, I think she sent us 3 of those, which will be good because if you're in my pickup, you can just grab this and go. Erica can keep one at her desk right there. I'm not sure the ranges on these guys. You'll have to look those up for yourself. They've got all different kinds. I mean, they got some that go 10 or 15 miles. They got some that go 50 miles. They got some that go 3 miles. So, like I said, I haven't really tried them yet, but I thought, well, if I'm going to be putting them in, y'all might as well watch it too, right? So, this comes with a little deal. Let's see what's in here. Oh, this is so you can clip it on your belt. Take that guy with you if you need it, I guess. And yeah, so I think we got 3 of those. And then we got a couple of these 15-watt ones right here. I'll show you that. These are actually like portable. So I think you can charge these up with a USB, or you can hook them up where they power directly off of your whatever unit you put it in. I'm going to mount these in these buggies today. And then they can also, but like if you get ready to go in, you can slide these out. These aren't completely like waterproof. You take that out, take it in, and you can charge it up, and you bring it back the next day and just slide it right in there. So excited about these. These are the ones I'm going to put on the buggies today, I think, and try to get those buggies set up to where they got radios in them. And then they come with an antenna, your mic, breaker 19. This here's the rubber duck, and then of course your power cord, which I probably will not be installing this to where it goes into like the cigarette lighter. I will probably be cutting this and trying to power it somewhere where it's got constant power to it all the time. And then the last radio they sent us is a 50 watt, and on it, it's completely water and dust proof. This one, when I was talking with the lady, I said, hey, I really need one that I can put on my open top tractor, my open station tractor, that I don't have to take in and out, that, you know, because occasionally you might be shredding on it, or you might, you know, not hear your phone ring. I want something out there so you can have it. So she sent me that one. So that's and it's got, they all come with everything. I mean, you got your antenna cable, mounting brackets, some big magnets to set stuff up with, your antenna, power cable, mic, all that kind of stuff. And with these, actually, the littler units and the weatherproof one, she sent me 3 of these 20 watt amplified external speakers to mount, so that you can, I guess, hear a little better. But I'm probably not going to get to the tractor today. My goal is to get at least 1 or 2 of the buggies done, 1 or both of the buggies done today, and then go from there. So I guess let's see what we're going to see. I haven't really decided in here. I guess we can take this in with us. This is the way this thing's going to mount. What I think, you know what I bet would be the best thing to do now that I've said, I had always kind of envisioned that I would put these things up here where they would be right there. That doesn't have a good mounting surface there. Then I got to thinking, well, dang, that'd probably be good just to mount right down here underneath here. What do y'all can't see that. What I'm thinking is maybe it might be better to mount that here on the dash right here. There's a good spot right there. Then it's out of the way. I'm liking that, y'all. And it's got a good easy spot for power. Yep, I think we found the first spot we're going to put it. I may have to end up cracking that door open a little bit, let a little air in here. It's kind of, I don't know. These have a built-in speaker. I don't know how loud that would be down low down there, though. We should probably power that up and see, huh? But right in here, there's the wires that run. Let me show y'all. Maybe let me do that. Nala's over here. She thinks we're fixing to go somewhere. So here's what I'm looking at. So, you know, I said originally that I might want to mount it up here on the overhead somewhere, but then you got a cable hanging out in your way and flopping. Then I thought, well, what about if we put it down here? Because this is pretty flat. We can take that bracket, we can mount that thing right down here like this somewhere. And, or I could turn it over and I could mount it right there. Then the speaker's up. Sorry, we could mount it down here. You just flip this. Oh, well, no, then the speaker will be pointing down because we'd have to flip this over. I don't guess we'd have to, but you wouldn't be able to read that. But anyways, right back here, behind this little plug right here, this little power outlet, I could just grab a hold of the 12-volt power right there behind it and wire it in where it'd work good. So I don't know. Let's see. I mean, I kind of think I would like it just like that. Then you might could hear that speaker good. It's out of the way right there. And then right over here somewhere you could mount the mic hanger right there on that guy. That's what I'm thinking. What do y'all think? I mean, yeah, there's nothing in there. That's run a couple of screws in there and it's in there. It's done. Hook your mic up. It's out of the way of this then. There's nothing going there. That's what I'm thinking. Because that's out of the way. You're not going to be bumping and hitting your knee on it there. Over here, you know, overhead, there's lots of places. I mean, it would fit really nice right here probably under this mirror. I mean, that's a good spot for it. Then the microphone is for sure pointing down. You could probably for sure really hear it. And then I could probably just take that power cord and probably grab some power that goes to that radio up there. Then it's really kind of out of the way. But then you got to hang your microphone. Let's grab that and see what that thing's going to look like. Don't fall. This just got like one of them old phone plugs on it or something, you know, whatever that is. If we plug that guy in right there, it's got a little weatherproofing on it. If that's mounted there, then see, then this thing's, you know, you can come over here maybe and hook you up a, y'all can't see that. If we come in right here, we could do this a couple of different ways. We could mount this radio over here. Then this could hang behind it. We could hook a deal up right there, huh? What do y'all think about that? That's kind of out of the way, really. If you ever had to pull it down, all you got to do is just kind of tilt that mirror down. And that radio would slide in and out of there pretty easily, I bet you. I think I might like that even better. What do y'all think? Run that radio back, that cable back there. You could probably even put that back a little bit further so it's not right there, and put the deal to hang your mic on right there. That's pretty well out of the way unless you're riding in the middle, but this thing's got so much stuff you can't see around it anyhow. I like that, I think, because if I mount it down here in the floor, down here in the, if I mount it here, say, that's out of the way. And even if I took it over to here, maybe, say, so to speak, I could mount the deal to hold this on right there, but that's kind of, I guess I could try one and then the other. What do y'all think? Y'all got any suggestions? I think I kind of like up here a little bit better. But I don't know. I know I got power up there because we ran power up there for the radio. Now we just got to decide, is that what we want to tie into? I really can't remember how we got that up there. I don't know if that ran up this side over here or how we got that up there. Oh, I think we brought it in at the back there. I don't remember how that's held in there. I think there's a couple of screws. We may have to take the gun rack out and get that out of there to be able to do what I'm wanting to do. Haven't made my mind up yet. I'm going to do a little more research, a little more looking around, y'all. A little more looking around and deciding where I'm going to put it. Once I start to put it in, then we'll come back. All right, guys. So, kind of, I don't know if can y'all see that right there? Am I in the screen there? So, hopefully y'all can see. I just set this guy right up here. Let me raise you up just a little. I got the antenna hooked up, and I've got it just kind of set up right here to see. Y'all let me know if you think it's loud enough. So obviously I'm not very far away from y'all, but I've got that microphone turned up, that speaker turned all the way up. Hey, can you hear me over there? Sounds like it's pretty loud to me. I don't know, what do y'all think? I'm thinking that maybe if we mount this thing up here, I had almost forgotten that you got to have the antenna hooked up to it also. So if you want to take this thing out, to get your antenna out, you got to, it's got a windshield brackets broke off of there. You know, we're going to have to run a cable for that antenna. But right here, the way it's kind of set, and I can probably just leave it, I could probably just zip tie it on this deal over here and leave it up there and not actually put it outside of the cab so it doesn't get broke off or tore up. And then here you still got, it's out of the way up there pretty good. So The only thing I think I might want to do is I was thinking about putting the radio on the left-hand side or on the right-hand side away from the driver and having this cable, you know, come in over from here and come under the radio, under the antenna, the rear view mirror, spit it out, dummy. And then mounting this guy over here. But I don't know about that. You know, another option we have is we could probably, I don't know how much that's gonna, we could mount that thing like that right there. But that's going to put all the noise going out that direction. Most of the time, it's going to be for the benefit of the man driving or the woman driving. If we mounted it here, that speaker would really blow right out at you. You could really hear it good. But it's not as clean as mounting it right under here, I don't think. Do y'all think that's as clean, you know, right here? I don't think so. Here it's going to almost look like we kind of knew what we were doing when we put this thing on here, right there. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe even move it back just a little, just a touch. I think so. I think that right in there is about where we're going to put that thing. All right, well, let's turn this thing off. The other thing I'm thinking is when we power this, I have a constant hot up there, but I don't want to leave it on because I don't, sorry Nala, I'm squishing Nala under there. This thing's got a fuse in it. What I'm thinking is we may not want to completely, I don't think we want this thing to have constant hot to it. I think, my thinking is like just that little bit of time it's been plugged in, no, it ain't charged it enough, but you know, it might could charge up while it's plugged in, you know. If it's not being used, it might be charging that whole time, and then, you know, you could have it on there when you needed it, even if you didn't have the buggy turned on. What I'm thinking. All right, well, let's get to it. I think I'm just going to fold this guy down out of the way for right now. I'm going to get me a pencil and mark where I want this bracket to go. Mark the front side of this bracket, and then we'll mount it, and then we'll worry about running wires. There's a big cavity up in here. I think I can stuff a bunch of them wires up in there and make it work good, real good. We might end up pulling this thing down though. Might be better just to pull this radio out right here, get it out of the way. If it comes out, then we can do whatever wiring we need up in there and stuff it all back up in there. We shall return. So let me show you what we've got done. Can-Am has made it super easy for us to do this. And I'm going to show you. I'm going to flip you around right here. So right in here, you've kind of got a little bus bar right here that's you got your main hot and ground wire that brings in your power from your battery, and then this is all that's hooked up to your radio. You just got a positive and a negative that feeds your head unit right here. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to take the power supply that came with my radio here. Sorry guys. It's got a built-in fuse in it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come in right here. I'm going to cut this off, and I'm going to wire me some ends on it. Put me some little eyelets on there, and then I can just crimp them on right there, and then this radio will have constant power to it all the time. The way that's wired, and that's the way it came from Can-Am, is that's a direct hot straight down. You run it right down here, and it goes right here. And that's the way they say to wire it. It goes right here. So that radio is hot all the time, the regular like music radio. The only thing I don't like about that is if you leave it on, you know, it'll run the battery down. And I don't like that, but if you're paying attention, if you got it on, you just reach up there and hit it and kill it, it's fine. But that don't always happen. So, but we're going to wire this in like this and just try to make sure you reach up there and turn the radio off on it when you get out of it. It may be a little harder to remember that. And if that continues to be a problem, what I'll have to do is I'll have to find me a 12 volt constant or 12 volt keyed ignition and run that down to power this. Which, now that I think about it, that cigarette lighter down here, that thing down there is a 12 volt keyed ignition. So what I might do instead, guys, is I might, while I've got this down, I might just run me a wire down this dash, down this pillar, and come over and grab me power over here at this 12 volt keyed. That's probably a safer bet than, it ain't near as easy though, and it ain't near as quick. Because I'm pretty sure that thing was a little bit of a booger to get run down there. I don't think it was just a quick and easy. And I could go in there and undo it, tie something on it, pull it back down, then hook back on and pull it back up, you know, and have both my wires in there. I might think about doing that. Let me do a little thinking. So while I was at, So while old Dad was out here slaving away, working, Clint's come out. He's been out here helping me a little bit, but I hadn't turned the camera on. But he just swapped out the little valve body that goes from heat to cold on his vintage air AC system. So he pulled up here, fixed to fill him up with some gas. But let me show you what we got going here on the old Can-Am and on the old radio from Midland here. So long story short, what we ended up doing was I took the radio unit down, and y'all saw that. What we ended up having to do is pull the hot wire loose that comes down and connects to the terminals up here under the little hood of the Can-Am. We had to pull it back out. We tied a wire on it, snaked it back up, and then we've just fished that wire out through the dash here. And something I thought was pretty neat on here, I'm going to turn you around and show you, is so this Can-Am cover right here, I just pulled the bottom of it up and then pulled it down, and it gives you access. But right here you have a ground and a hot that is keyed. Erica's calling. Let me see what she needs. Hello? Give the heifers over there 25 and the cows 25.
The heifers are in front of our house?
No, the heifers are at Mr. Taylor's.
Oh, okay. Well, there's the new heifers are in Lincoln.
Right. I meant the heifers that are calving.
Okay, so the ones at Mr. Taylor's.
The ones at Mr. Taylor's house next to the lots where we work Mr. Taylor's cows, feed them 25. Then when you get over on our road in front of Clinton Carey's old house, feed them 30. Feed them 30. Pretty sure I said give them both 25. So it don't really matter where they're at. Just give them both sets 25 clicks. But all right, back to the scheduled programming. So here we've got a ground post, and then this is a hot positive post right here. Sorry, and so now all I'm going to do is just take this wire that I've got that's going to run my radio, and I'm going to put me a couple of little ends on it, and then it ought to hook right up, and we'll be good to go. So can I set y'all right here? Talk to y'all while we're working right here? Maybe so. All right, so I'm going to probably reroute that. Clint's routed that, but I think I'd rather come up from the back a little bit more. Let me crawl under there and look. That'd give me a little more. I'd keep my wires tucked up a little better if I did that, I think. And keep it out of the way of any, no steering stuff here, but if I go back there a little bit further, it keeps me away from everything, and then I can come right back up that. Yeah, I think that's what we need to do. Can you just quit falling down the thing? You don't need all that. So, maybe I'll put y'all back here right now. If y'all can see this any better. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to work this through back there a little bit further behind all of that, maybe. See what I'm going to use. I'm going to grab this piece of wire right here. That's a small junky flashlight. I think I'm just gonna unhook this guy too. This would sure be a lot easier if I wasn't a big old galoot of a guy, you know it? I don't make none of this stuff for big fellers to work on. Oh, here comes the little feller.
It's like an immediate switch. It goes from, if it's on cold,
Yeah.
it goes straight into hot, and if it's on hot, it goes straight to cold. Like flick of the snap of the finger.
Really?
Yes, sir.
See if you can stick your hand in there and find this wire. Oh, come on now.
Anywhere.
All right, do you see the dark gray wire that's at the top back there?
Uh-huh.
That's that power wire, and I want to come around behind all that. Yeah, I want to.
Oh.
I got this. Hey, it's got to go through here first.
I know.
Okay. Hey, we need a couple of round. Hey, listen to what I'm telling you. We need 2 heat shrinks, and we need 2 eyelets that'll go over these posts. So what we're going to do, y'all, is we're just going to strip these ends off. And then we're going to put us an eyelet on each one of them and a heat shrinker. Shrink that on there. We can bring that through here for right now. And then we'll have this thing licked. Now then. That's really, some of y'all are going to cringe when I do this, but we're going to do it anyways.
You saying cringe is cringe.
Oh yeah?
Yes.
What we're going to do here is we're
Just
going
fold it over.
to double this over, yep, because these ends are a little bit too big, these
Eyelets.
that we've got. So we're going to double that over. Then we're going to take this piece of heat shrink. We're going to nip it in half right there. Cut it in half. Slide it on there.
Light it on there.
Bub, we're gonna need our heat shrink gun.
Huh?
Gonna need
It's
our.
right there. It's right behind you.
Can you grab it? And this is probably a little bit of overkill, guys. You probably don't have to go to this extent, but I also know where we take these buggies and what we do in them. That's got a little bit of an offset, so I'm going to put it like that. You ready for that? Oh, here, let me put the other one on. Get on there. Do y'all like electrical work? I kind of enjoy this a little bit. I don't know why. All right, Bub, you got this heat gun?
Yeah, here you go. What if that end was hot and I would burn your hand?
I'd have probably cried. I don't think this is gonna, it ain't gonna shrink quite as much as I'd really like it to. Sure be better than nothing though. Here you go. All right, next up, hooking her up. So, hand me that multimeter, Bub. Show y'all right here. I take my old multimeter here. We're gonna touch the negative side. Let's see, can we set this guy up here where y'all can see it? Can y'all see that? Oh no. See that though, huh? Yeah. We touch the positive and the negative, nothing. But if we turn the key on, then turn the key on, nope. There we go. Positive to the negative, 12 volts. So the keyed ignition right there. Thank you, Can-Am. All right, now then, let's test it before we go any further. Let's stick this guy up here. Put our ground on. Put our hot on. Now then, if everything's working right, we should be able to, if you look right here, when we turn the key on, and we turn this on, oh, we're not plugged in. Let's plug this guy in. You ready, Bub?
Ready.
All right. Oh, we got contact. Looky there.
Let me run up to the house. Where's that?
Where's the walkie, our other one at?
Hello?
Oh, I probably got to,
At the same time. Hello?
I probably got to hook a antenna up. What about now?
Hello?
Oh, let me turn the volume up.
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. Can you hear me?
Hey, just get to the house real quick.
So I think these radios have about a mile, mile and a half in straight
Here
line.
at the house.
Well, I'm still in the shop. Is it coming through pretty clear?
Sir.
Is Mom and Sis home yet?
No, sir. You want me to go down the road a little ways?
Sure, you can head down there a little direction, like to the first cattle guard. This, if I could figure out a way to put that outside easily, it'd probably work much better too. So that worked pretty good, guys. I mean, it could probably stand to be a little, we got some wires left to put up, but that's out of the way good. I think I can bring this over here and, oh, does that light up? Oh, check this out. When you turn it on, this little M there in Midland comes on. Let's see, cut it off. Kills the power. I love that. So now we don't have to worry about that running our juice down. I don't know what that button is. I don't know what button that was you pushed, but don't do it again.
Calling you because you wouldn't respond.
Well, I turned it off for a second just to make sure everything was working right.
Alright, come get me now.
Why? What's wrong with you?
Because I don't want to run back to the house.
Oh, you didn't drive that other buggy? He ain't figured out you got to let go of it to talk, or push on it to talk and let go. All right, I'm on the way to come get you.
Good, I'll go up to Mom and Sis and call you from the truck.
10-4. Got to say 10-4. All right, well, let's tighten these things up. The only thing, however, that was not part of this deal from Can-Am was they didn't have any like bolts or, nuts or anything under there. So I did happen to have a couple of the right size nuts and some lock washers. So I'm just going to put those guys on there and, just loosely or tighten it down. Oh, it losing its ground there as I'm tightening that with my finger. There we go. It shouldn't be wiggling much anymore. I think that's probably going to be like a 10 millimeter maybe. I couldn't have guessed any better. And I just happen to have one from the front up there. So that's got that pretty well tightened up. You know what I ought to do? Good idea. If I pulled that wire that we ran through to that.
Breaker 19.
Come on, let's just keep ranching.
We're bringing back a boy and his lamb right now.
10-4. Y'all take it easy and we'll see you on the other side. Keep ranching out. But good thing y'all made that suggestion. If we'll go in there and pull that hot wire back to here, then this radio will work on the keyed ignition. Good thinking, y'all. Glad I got y'all here with me today. And that'll be real easy. Just pull two nuts off and sucker over here and we'll have a keyed radio. Thank y'all. All right, guys. That's kind of it for today. It's about time to go cook some supper. And I'm gonna button this up. It'll take me about 20 minutes to put everything back where it goes here. Until next time, guys, so far, they were about a mile away just then, so, and I'm inside the shop and it's working good, so we'll do a little more review on it later on, but so far I'm liking it, and I think this, even though this isn't like a water or weatherproof unit, I think under here it's going to be fine. A little humidity shouldn't hurt it, so until next time, y'all keep ranching, wrenching, and praying. Over and out.